Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is going to be the last video of setting your Traxxas modified up for the factory stock modified class for Piney Woods. And I almost forgot one important topic that we haven't talked about is batteries. In this class, it's open battery as long as it's a mud boss pack. It could be it has to be 5200 milliamp 50C. So what I found, these SMC packs that Ryan sells, they're 25 bucks, and I bought Phantom packs too. They were a lot more expensive. And what I found is these SMC packs are probably one of the lightest ones you can get. One of these is 270 grams, and this Phantom pack I have is 331 grams. I did some research online, and most of the Mud Boss packs they're in the 300 gram range. So what I think the difference is these SMC packs they have less capacity, so that's why they're a little bit lighter. But if you're only racing 4-minute races, I think the lighter pack's the way to go. So yeah, just save your money, get the $25 pack from Ryan, and that's what I would run. So let's get down into the last part of setting these things up, and that is setting your ride heights and your spring collars, your toe, and your camber. So let's get into it. So I don't claim to be like a suspension master or anything like that, but I can show you what I do on these things. I want to go over the toe first. I like to run a little bit of toe out because I feel like it adds a little bit of stability on the straightaways. It keeps it from darting. And it adds a little bit of ackerman in your steering, so it'll be a little bit more aggressive going into the corners, which I think it helps these cars quite a bit. But you take your dial calipers and you measure. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but tie rod from like just the one end to the other there, the middle part, you should get 43 millimeters, and set them the same left and right, 43 millimeters, and you should get the same toe out is what I run. So let's get the wheels and tires on this thing and a battery in it, and we'll go over the ride height. So it's kind of hard to show you on this bench I got here, but when I set my ride heights, I try to get the axles level with the ground. And if you have a ride height gauge, I put it on 30 millimeters, and my pickup point is right underneath the hinge pin. That's where I measure from. So yeah, just level axles or 30 millimeters underneath the hinge pin there, and that's where I like to start off. And sometimes I'll raise the back up just a little bit, but most of the time that's where it stays. And also, if the car is rolling over real hard in the corners, there's a lot of grip, I'll turn the spring down on the right rear to keep it from rolling over so hard. And then if I have to crank down on it more than like 1 or 2 rounds, I'll throw the blue springs on there. And I haven't really had to do anything other than that to keep it from rolling over real hard. So yeah, that's a good baseline for you. Now let's look at the front. So on the front, keep the ride height gauge at 30 millimeters, and I'll measure like underneath the rack right there. You can see that, and that'll get you a good baseline. pay attention to make sure the nose isn't dragging the ground like in the corners. If it is, you might want to raise it up a little bit, but I haven't had that problem. Yeah, let's take a look at Camber, and I think maybe that's about it. So on the Camber, I don't run anything crazy on it. I usually stay within on the right side negative 1.5 to 2 degrees on the right front and the right rear, and on the left side same thing. Sometimes I like to run a little bit extra camber, positive camber in the left front. I feel like if you get the left front like on the edge of the tire, it helps the car like knife into the corner, if that's the correct term to use. So yeah, like I might run like 2.5 degrees positive camber on the left front, and everything else about positive 1.5 degrees to 2, negative 1.5 degrees to 2, and negative 1.5 degrees to 2. Yeah, you can see how much toe it's got. Just a little bit of front toe out. But yeah, I hope that helps y'all. Let me sit you back down and we'll close this video out. So I think that's going to conclude this little series of setting up your Traxxas Modified for Piney Woods, the factory stock modified division. This wasn't really supposed to be like an in-depth setup guide or whatever. It's just mainly to get the new people a good baseline, so where they can compete and feel like their cars are up to speed. And because it's never fun to chasing setup stuff and everyone's like way faster than you. So this should help y'all out some. And if y'all want to see something else, like what other kind of setup stuff you can do on these, and let me know. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.